We are live. Hello, beautiful souls. I was just setting some intentions whilst waiting for the stream to start. This channel is very new, so I'm not sure how many people are going to see this. But if you are here seeing this either now live or down the track, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I am I'm going to wait a little bit anyway before I properly start, but I'm just trying to see if I can make this bigger on my window. Let's see, that's a little bit better. And if anyone is watching, I would love to hear from you and who you are and where you're from. And while I'm giving you time to do that, I'll introduce myself too. So my name is Jessen. I have been on the healing path for a very, very long time. It's getting close to 30 years, which makes me sound and feel old, but I just started very young. And I am very, very passionate about embodiment, healing, past lives, traumas. God knows I had a lot of that work to do. And really, ultimately, doing this for myself, but also wanting to help others to, help us remember the divinity that we are. Help us embody this into every cell of our living human body and being. And I fully believe that by doing this inner work for ourselves, we actually help create a completely new earth, a new shift. I mean, by now it's a pretty commonly talked about theme. But yeah, I've been on this even when I was a kid. I always felt like, what is this world about? I know we can do better, and I know we can live in a more harmonious, peaceful kind of environment. So that's a little bit about me. And today the intention is very much to hone in with this solstice portal energy, do a little bit of healing work, guided by mostly Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene. I have strongly been working with them for the last year and a half. And I've received strong guidance also about connecting the powerful energy that we can embody within ourselves, connecting that into the ley lines on the earth, connecting this to the sacred sites. So all the power points around the earth, basically. And I know that during this solstice, there are people who are also doing this work in Europe, in Egypt, where the pyramids are, I'm sure Glastonbury, Stonehenge, all those sacred power sites, people feel drawn. And I've been seeing a lot of other content creators also go to those places and getting ready for this solstice and to be doing the work. And it's been fascinating for me to see how much the guidance I've been receiving has also been the guidance other people have obviously been receiving. If anyone is on, could you also let me know if you can actually hear me all right? Because it looks like the microphone is very low, but I'm not sure how I could possibly turn it up. But do let me know if you can't hear me so well, then I'll just hold the microphone closer to my mouth. All right, so ready to dive in. And again, you're so welcome to please introduce yourselves, where you're from, where you're doing this work from. I actually had a potent vision back in September last year where I received this vision of all the people that are doing this kind of energy healing work and I saw them as like little sparks of light around the planet. And I had this vision of all those energies intertwining around the planet. And basically, when we do any kind of healing work, it can be powerful for ourselves to begin with, but when we do it with others together in a group, it amplifies the energy and just makes it that much more potent. And so for me, this vision was very much talking about the fact that it's time for us to gather, it's time for us to amplify the energies and to really start bringing in those new energies. Like, we've been in such a strong cycle of releasing, letting go of the old. At least on a personal level, I can say that that's been very true. But I also know that on a global level, like, I actually felt guided to start doing group meditations in 2019, not knowing what was going to happen in 2020 with the pandemic. And yet that was the beginning for me of really feeling like, wow, we really need to start setting those intentions clearly, hopefully avoid getting caught up in the old timelines of fear and of the old world, which really tries to control us in a way that is unhealthy for us. Like, simply looking at the rat race kind of society that we live in, where we as individuals are not honored. Our needs for rest, our needs for healing, our needs for healthy relationships, they are picking up momentum in recent years. But even the whole discussion around trauma and trauma healing is still fairly new. Like, it's the last 5 years especially, but it started slowly, like in the last decade. And so, yeah, really, it's been a massive cycle of releasing, astrologically speaking, as well. And of course, I believe the pandemic helped us actually really reassess our priorities. It kind of made us stop and made us look at what we really want in our life and our priorities. And I guess a blessing in disguise, one could say, but or maybe it's just looking at the silver lining in there. But it did bring an aspect of looking at how we can do things differently and how we can improve things. And so since 2019, I've been feeling that energy of it's time to focus more on the intentions of what we want to create in the world, rather than looking at what's wrong with the world. And this past year has been very strong activations around that, again, for myself on a personal level. And as I've been working with the Marys, getting really strong initiations, and it's almost like my inner fire being lit so strongly to get the momentum going. And so about a month and a half ago, I got the clear download while I was doing my own personal practice. I got the clear download to offer an event for the solstice, which is winter solstice here in Australia. You can see I'm a little bit rugged up, and I'm definitely feeling that very internal energy, whereas in the northern hemisphere, you'd be feeling very expansive and summery and out there. But the guidance has remained the same for both the northern and the southern hemisphere, which is very much activating our divine genome, our divine DNA, and connecting that to the ley lines for the earth, and connecting to sacred sites. And it's kind of like amplifying the energy field of the earth by doing that, which also supports us in turn, to create a new reality and really anchor our visions, our intentions, and ultimately the golden age that I feel and believe we are ushering in. So without further ado, let's begin. I am going to drop this here. Maybe if I move the scarf a little bit, hopefully it won't bang on the scarf. There you go, that should work. Inviting you to put a hand on your heart or close your eyes and get into a really comfortable position for this little journey I'm about to take you on. Calling in Archangel Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel as sacred protectors for this gathering, for this energy field. Archangel Metatron also, and Saint Germain, Saint Francis of Assisi wants to come through too. Okay, I'm starting to feel the potent energy in the room, and asking that everyone who watches also receives these potent energies. Oh, and we have the dragons coming in. It is the year of the dragon, the wood dragon after all. If you're familiar with the Sophia codes, when we call in the 8 directions, the empowerment circle, one direction is the dragon. And so with this, I feel called to call in those 8 directions and divine ascended masters with them. So in the north, calling in white buffalo calf woman. Oh. In the northeast, calling in winged Isis. Thank you. In the east, calling in Hathor and the Hathor nations. Thank you. In the southeast, calling in green Tara Dakini. Om Tare, Tutare Ture Soha. In the south, calling in Mother Mary. Thank you. In the southwest, calling in Mary Magdalene and Yeshua. And any other high priestess Magdalenes who would like to join this journey, and all the angels and archangels that she works with. Thank you. There's a lot of potent energy coming through there already. In the west, we call in Kuan Yin, she of 1,000 waters. In the northwest, calling in key code 777, the Sophia Dragon Tribe. Oh, thank you. And most importantly, in the center of your circle, calling in your own divine, sovereign, soul essence, soul energy, your higher self, your divine genome. Embodying that into every cell and atom within your body, integrating with divine grace and ease, and grounding it all into Sophia Gaia, Mother Earth. You can imagine roots grounding into the soil, the earth beneath you. Visualize them like energy shooting through into the ground, into the earth, spreading out deep into the soil and really grounding you into this reality, the current here and now. And this will also help ground in any activations and clearings we do today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, by the power of three, divine, sacred, perfect Trinity, so be it, it is done. Thanking all those angels, ascended masters, saints, and your own sovereign, divine, beautiful souls for being here, being present, showing up for this work. Let's start first of all by clearing any remnants of old energies that no longer serve you, that are no longer aligned with your higher self, with your current journey, with your highest good, with your divine essence, with the highest path, the highest timeline, the highest joy, the highest trust within yourself and within the universe. Trusting your guidance, trusting your own intuition. Anything that is not in alignment with that highest path of joy, health, and well-being, and just living an exalted life in this earthly reality, bringing heaven down onto earth. Anything that's not aligned with that, may it be deleted, uncreated, destroyed, dissolved, resolved, healed, forgiven, forgiving all people ever involved in those situations, that those belief systems, experiences, memories, painful emotions, anything that they came from, releasing it all, forgiving everyone that was ever involved, which is not saying that it was right, simply allowing yourself to release that storyline, release those painful experiences, and release the past so that you can create a new in the current present. Your forgiveness is not a reflection of their worth. Your forgiveness is purely and solely for yourself, so that you can move on, release, let go, and be here living in the presence of the divine that is here right now, in the presence of the sovereign, powerful human being and human body that you are, where you have the freedom to choose anew every single second, minute, hour of every single day, within every single week, month, and year. You always, always, always have that choice to create anew. In each and every moment, if you take nothing else from this call, remember that in each and every moment, you have the freedom to choose, to rewrite the story, to release, forget, forgive the past, let it go. because the main person suffering, if you do not, is you. So letting all of it go now, giving yourself permission to release, forgive, let go of everything that has stopped you from living the fullest expression of the divine human being that you are. Everything that has stopped you, the doubts, the fears, the pains, the trauma, all of that that which is ready to be released right now, allow it, give it permission. Give yourself permission to release if it feels aligned to you, for you are a sovereign divine creator in your reality. So this will only happen if you give permission. And it's entirely up to you. No judgment here. Yata yele ye ke e yoto o wa ya la ye yata ye ke e yo wa yata e ya la e yata e yolo yokoto ma yata yele ye ta yako. I malay yata yako o wa yata e yata. Letting all those words and energies settle in. Giving a moment of time to let it sink in, let it integrate what has just been received, and then make a clear choice for yourself of what you'd like to do right here, right now. What is it that you are ready to release? What is it you are ready and willing to let go? What is it that has had power over your experience because you have allowed it to, and you have given it the space it wanted to? And are you ready, my friend, dear beautiful soul? Are you ready now to make a new choice? A new decision? Are you willing to receive this invitation, guided by the archangels, by Sophia, the Divine Mother, Mother Magdala, the Divine Feminine Christ, beings, ascended masters, and the Divine Masculine ones too. Yeshua is also here. What are you willing to release and let go in order to create the reality, the more empowered reality that you would like? This is your choice point. Allowing all of that to percolate in. And then revisiting all those things that came up for you earlier on. How do you feel now about letting it go? Are you ready now to forgive, release, surrender it all to God? Because it was never your burdens to carry. It was never your burdens to carry, and you did not have to do it alone. This is your chance to ask for help from the Ascended Masters, from the Divine Christ beings, from Mother Magdala, from the Divine Mother, God Source energy of all. Whatever Your name is for the divine. Whatever ascended masters beings you feel would support you on your journey, feel free to call them in now and ask them for help, because that's exactly what they're here for, to help us. Yet, because we live in a realm of divine free will, we have to ask them. We have to give them permission to intervene. We have to ask them for the help and allow them to help us release the old, the rancid, the no longer needed, those old stagnant energies that may still be stuck in your body. Give them permission to help you release it all now, if it feels aligned for you, always. Because you are the sovereign master of your creations. So these are invitations, but are always ultimately up to you. I feel guided to quickly go get my drum. I'll be right back. Mea mea la yena manoa ya lea neoa. Hey na mea la yena manea la woa. Hey na mea la yena malea leo naoa. Allowing this energy to reverberate through your whole body, shaking loose all those bits that are ready to be released. Knowing, by the way, that your ancestors are present and watching and grateful for the work, the release that you are doing right here, right now. For it is not only clearing it for yourself, but it is clearing it for the ancestors, the lineage, your family lines. Of course, knowing that all living beings have free will, yet those that have passed on are freed and released simultaneously as you do this work, right here, right now. And I can feel them standing in a circle around you, almost doing this energetic applause. For this is deep, potent work that is so needed. And there is a lot of gratitude from all. Hey aname alele aname alele ano. Hey aname alele aname alele ale. Hey aname alele alele ale ale. Hey no ale alele alele ale. Feeling this shamanic song that is coming through, that is reactivating your own shamanic past lives, your own shamanic gifts. It is recalling, helping remember, helping reactivate these skills and gifts within you to channel, to be grounded medicine women and men that you may have been in past lives, or maybe at a soul levels. As we do the clearing work, the healing work, we help reconnect to all these gifts, for we are 99.9% space, which means our physical body is but a tiny smidget of the reality of our being. Ya le ya ya to ya le ya I aname la ya o la ya mo hey ya la o anamo Haname Alano Henamo Ayale Anamo Ayanamo Lo Ina mayale e yadete iyo koto o wayata aleyata iyet e yoto o alayeta yaki yoto o wayete yolo yokoto o mayete o wayete e alayaka uwe Wayan el yet yokut wayate yalayet. Anayano Nayela Layeno Adopayo Layano Mayano Hayane Alayeta Iyoko Uwayata Iyata Mayele Yete Yokoto Umaya Hayane Mayata Uwayata I Hana Mayela Yete Yokoto Uwayate Hiyana Mayo Hiyana Mayo Hina Mayano Hina Manayo Hina Manayo Hina Manayo. Heyato. 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 Feeling those sounds and energies resound through your body, reverberating through your every cell, activating the divine remembrance of who you truly are at your source soul essence, the divine, sovereign, human body, temple, and being you get to live in this reality, with whatever challenges it may bring. These are divinely guided for your personal lessons and journey, and yet you can always make your choices anew. Allowing those vibrations tingling through your body to truly ground and integrate with divine grace and ease into your every cell and atom in this divine sovereign human body you get to live in, and grounding all that energy into the energetic roots we created at the beginning, going into Mother Earth, Sophia Gaia. Allowing these energies to connect to the very, very tips of the energetic roots you created into Mother Gaia, into the ground, the soil beneath you. And allowing these energetic roots to now connect to the ley lines near you. Maybe you are aware of them, and maybe not, and maybe you just intuitively go to where you feel called to go with these energetic roots. See where they take you. Do they take you to energy lines, strong energy highways in the earth? Do they take you to waterways, deep, deep down, further below? Or do they take you all the way to the center of the planet to ground in your divine gifts that have just been reawakened within you? Allowing the divine, allowing source God energies, allowing the divine Christ light that you are and have access to flow right through you and into the soil, the energetic roots and the grid lines, the ley lines of Mother Earth, all the power sites. Be it Egypt, the pyramids, be it Glastonbury, Avalon, be it Stonehenge, be it Uluru, be it Lake Baroon right here where I am on the Sunshine Coast in Australia. There are so many sacred sites all around us that the indigenous nations knew to honor and protect and look after. And it is time, my friends, that we reactivate these rememberings, that we reactivate the energy grid of the earth, that we reactivate our connection, our divine, direct purpose and connection on this earth, connected to these grid lines and these sacred sites. For it is all connected, the micro and the macrocosms. We are aligned, connected, divine beings connected to the stars, the galaxies, the universes out in the cosmos, as much as we are connected to every cell in our own body and every grain of sand and every bit of earth, every piece of earth on this planet and the grid lines. All the toxicity in this world is the severance, the forgetting of this connection, of the fact that we are all connected and that we are deeply, deeply connected to the earth for our very own survival. It is such an obvious link, yet many have forgotten. And it is time for us to reactivate, to reignite the energies and the ley lines, our connection to the earth, our forgiveness to everything that has happened before. But, and yet, it is so, so, so important that now, in the here and the now, and the timeline and the body that you live in, and the country, the village, town, place that you live in, it is so absolutely freaking important that we reconnect to the land, that we look after her just as much as she nourishes us with her food, her water, her clean air, when it's allowed to be clean. She knows how to sustain herself. She knows just how to produce the cleanest, yummiest food, air, waterways. We just have to stop stuffing it up. Possibly harsh words to some, but as a whole, as a society, we have to stop stuffing it up. Stopping her and her own regenerative process. For the minute that she's given time and space to regenerate, she will do just that. We just have to stop messing with her. And by doing that, we actually reap the rewards ourselves, every single one of us, because we get cleaner food, cleaner water, cleaner air, which means less sickness, less disease, more health and well-being, more peace and harmony in correct relationship with earth also means more peace and harmony and divine relationships with our fellow human beings. Hayana ye le ye to yo kuto o wayate e ya la ye ya ya to o wayata. My fellow human beings, this is a call to be in right relationship with ourselves, honoring, loving, looking after our every single human needs, as well as being in right relationship with the earth and in right relationship with our fellow human beings. It is time to readjust, to correct, to course correct, so that we may create a new, more empowered, more embodied, harmonious, peaceful, joyful, grateful, divinely aligned, highest timeline, highest purpose, highest joy, highest divinity embodied, highest providence, highest prosperity, highest abundance for every single one of us. Because we are all that to start with, as the divine beings that we are, and even the divine human beings that we are. We start with access and availability to all of that. And yet, look what the world has become. It is time to reactivate, to reconnect to the original divine blueprint to thrive in this reality, on this planet, on this earth, for every single one of us. And the more we remember and anchor that divinity in within ourselves, the more we can recognize, realize, see it, remember it in other people as well. So it is time, my friends. It is time. This portal, this solstice, feels like the culmination of all the work that has been done in the previous years, months, decades, centuries even, to start clearing out the old and bring in the new. And today, it really is time to activate, honor, remember, reconnect to the divinity in every single one of us, as well as the divinity in the earth, our planet, who absolutely has the capacity to abundantly feed and look after absolutely all of us. The only issues have been how resources have been shared. And that is up to all of us to actively start creating new systems, new visions, new ways of sharing the wealth, the abundance that is available to us. Whatever capacity that might look like for you, where you are at in your life. Some people will have millions to share, and some people will just have that one piece of bread. But every single little bit counts towards creating this new earth, this golden age that we came here to create. Because I can guarantee you, if you are on this call and you are still here after all this time, then you are most certainly here to create the new earth. I can guarantee that. I know it. You wouldn't be here otherwise. You would not have felt called to attend this particular live or replay video. So let's activate that inner divine knowing we have within us all for our own divine path, for our own divine purpose. Incorporating it into our everyday reality, into embodied knowing, into knowledge that we start to share, breathe, eat, sleep every day, in and out, because that is who we are. We are the most divine, sublime human beings there could ever be. The miracle of these bodies we get to live in. There is no explanation for it other than it is divine. It is divine. We are divine. So let's remember that. Let's reconnect to that. Oh, let's breathe that in. Let's allow that to settle into our every single cell. So we may embody that in the here and the now. So we can really start living and creating the world that we'd like to live in the here and the now. So let's anchor all those energies again into the roots that we have grounded into Sophia, Gaia, Mother Earth. Allowing all that divine energy, which by the way is available in abundance. So if you're not feeling it yet, allow yourself to open any, I don't want to say blockages, but any avenues, any channels where it can come through, especially your crown chakra. There you go, opening up that flow of energy which can simultaneously cleanse you, nourish you, heal you, forgive you, feed you, nourish you, protect you. It is the soul nourishment that we truly need in this reality. So allowing those energies to flow in abundantly because they are available abundantly. Always in alignment with your highest good and your highest self, of course. And allowing those abundant energies, this abundant flow of golden light and yummy, nourishing, healing, soothing, regenerative energies, healing energies to flow through you all the way through your every single cell and atom of this divine sovereign human body you'll get to live in. Flow through it all, nourish it all, and then flow all the way down to your feet, all the way down to your tippy toes, and then down through those energy roots into Mother Gaia, Sophia. Connecting to your energetic roots that are grounded in the soil and connecting that to the ley lines, the sacred sites, the tree roots, the seedlings that are still sprouting, the new life, and the divine helix DNA blueprint for activating a golden age on this planet. It's time for it to come back. It's been too long without it, and it's time for it to be reactivated, regenerated, healed, forgiving whatever's been in the way of it being reactivated. Oof, there's energy coming up there. Whew. Allowing that to flow through, releasing it into the ground, and then feeding the divine energy that's flowing through you, through those roots and into the grid work, ley lines, energy sites, sacred sites of this earth, activating the pyramid in Egypt, Glastonbury and Avalon, Stonehenge. There are so many circles over there. I won't name them all, but the main ones. And there are also people doing potent energy work in the south of France right now. So activating and connecting all the energy ley lines and sacred sites in England and France and all of Europe, Southeast Asia, Australia, Canada, Alaska, the US, Central and South America. Yes, through Mexico, Guatemala. There's a lot of sacred sites there. The Aztec, the Maya, all in South America, Peru, Bolivia, Brazil, Argentina, Chile, Nicaragua, Ecuador. Every single country, the whole way through the Andes. All of Asia, all of Africa, not just Egypt, Middle East, India, a lot of sacred sites there, Belize. Okay, now I'm being taken to what used to be Atlantis, Lemuria, what's it called? It's not the Golden Triangle, the Bermuda Triangle. There's very potent energy there, and as well as a lot of trauma that really is calling to be cleared and healed now. And it goes deep, 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 deep down into the ocean. Feel there is a pyramid in the depths. Depths of the sea. Where there has been a lot of distorted energy and a lot of trauma from everything that happened in Atlantis. Yet there's also the blueprint of the divine sacred living that happened in Lemuria, energetically further above. So I'm just being guided to send some golden light around this pyramid at the bottom and a bubble of white light around it to isolate it, for that energy to be activated so it can heal. Lots of stagnant old energies, and it's interesting because while it looks like there's a pyramid covered in sand, there's also another mirroring pyramid going even deeper further into the ground, into the bottom of the ocean. I want to say it's soil still down there. And these are such potent energy holders and portals, and reactivating this will reactivate the possibility for a whole new reality to be anchored onto our planet. But we do really need to heal not only this center, but also when I got the guidance to create this event, I also received the message that as every one of us who feels some sort of a connection to Lemuria, Atlantis, ancient Egypt, or the Aztec, Maya, any other ancient civilization that you feel pulled to, connected to, any of your own past life trauma connected to that, as we heal this, on an individual level, we help to heal the collective field on the planet. Not only for ourselves, but for the planet as a whole. And the more of us do that, the more those old stagnant energies get released, including from this sacred site that I'm tuning into at the bottom of the Bermuda Triangle. It's amazing because I've never seen this before, but it's almost like our karmic energies connected to those lifetimes are stuck in there. And as we do the healing work on ourselves for our past lives, we help heal this ancient sacred site at the bottom of the Bermuda Triangle. So, in order to do that, I am now inviting you to connect. If in any way, shape, or form you feel connected to Atlantis and Lemuria, I invite you to tune back into those energies, any past life memories you may have had, any trauma connected to that. And I'm going to invite you to do a massive energy clearing all together on that. Okay. Anchoring in, remembering to stay connected to your roots because this is big. And I'm getting goosebumps all over. Any parts of you that are connected to ancient Lemuria, ancient Egypt, Atlantis, Avalon, the Mayan, the Aztec societies, and any trauma connected to those timelines, to those past lives, to the downfall of those societies, to any abuse of power that happened in those societies, including the downfall or active persecution of the divine feminine, which started in ancient Egypt 5,000-6,000 years ago. And let's include all the witch wounds, all the trauma that you may have experienced in past lifetimes since, like in the last 2 millennia or more. Absolutely all of that. Let's bring it all into a ball of energy in our hands, between our hands. Let's hold all of that energy in our hands. Rather than holding it in our energy fields or in our body, let's invite all that energy to come into this ball of energy in our hands in front of us. Saying to all those memories, to all those past lives, all those traumas, that you are now welcome to go into this energy ball and be released. I am ready and willing to forgive you, forgive all the people that were ever involved in these past lives, in these trauma stories, in these negligent, toxic, twisted energies and forms of abuse. Absolutely everything, all of those things are absolutely everything. Those things come from the very root cause of them. Absolutely everything those things bring up, everything they're connected, related to, absolutely all of that. Let's bring all of that into a massive ball of energy, as big as it needs to be to hold all of that. Absolutely all of that. Let's now command that it is cleared, deleted, uncreated, destoried, destroyed, dissolved, resolved, healed, forgiven, forgiving all people that were ever included, myself included. Releasing, surrendering it all to divine God source energy, to where it will be transmuted with divine love. Sending all of those energies back to source, divine cosmic energies that will know just how to transmute and heal it all. And let's replace all of that with divine, with first of all our own divine sovereign source, soul essence, energy, our own divine Christ light, our own divinity, our own higher self, divine sacred healing light, divine joy, divine bliss, divine alignment to our highest good, our highest timeline, the highest expression of who we really are, connected to our highest purpose, our highest health and well-being, our highest joy, our highest fulfillment, our highest path, and highest divine timelines that are ready to be embodied now, integrated into every cell and atom in my body, as well as the divine genome and the divine helix DNA that is the divine blueprint for thriving in this human physical body that we get to live in and on this planet, on this earth, integrating with divine grace and ease, embodying it into every cell and atom in our divine sovereign human body temple, and being grounded into Sophia Gaia Mother Earth, grounded into the energetic roots. We connected deep into the earth, grounded into the ley lines, the grid work energy lines of Mother Gaia, Sophia Gaia, Mother Earth. And connecting all of that to the sacred sites. Egypt, Stonehenge, Avalon, sacred sites here in Australia, Uluru, Lake Baroon, all around the world, South America, North America, Mexico, Central America. And we're going to include now the pyramid at the bottom of the ocean that once upon a time was Lemuria and Atlantis. Both the pyramid that is just beneath sand, but also the mirror image of that pyramid that goes deep, deep down into the ocean floor, into the earth. Reconnecting all the grid lines and ley lines of the earth to those points. And it's I'm getting images of planes that have disappeared in that realm, in that field, and it's all connected to these energies that really needed to be cleared down there at the depths of the ocean. It's almost beings crying out for help down there too. So let's create a big pillar of light all the way from those pyramids, upward and downward pyramids at the bottom of the ocean and the Bermuda Triangle. Let's create a massive pillar of light going from that pyramid all the way to divine God source energy, which is also going to give permission to all those souls that are stuck there to now leave that area and move on to the next realm. If you have any grief coming up about this, it's absolutely normal and okay. If you felt connected to these timelines, you were a part of that history. So allowing whatever needs to come up and be cleared in your own energy body as well, to come up, be cleansed and cleared. Any grief, holding it with gentle tenderness and care. Oh, ayele ye te yo to ye ya ta ye e ya te yo lo yo to e ya te ya o yo to e ya la ya ne ya mo e ya le ya ta ya to I ya la ye te yo koto o a ye ta a wa ya la ye ta ya ho wa te ye kata I ya ta la ya to wa ya ta ya ta e ya ta ya ta ya ta ya ta. Allowing all of those energies to clear within you, as well as all those energies to clear from those pyramids at the bottom of the ocean. Inviting, guiding all those energies to go straight up the pillar of light to divine God source energy, wherever they'll be best transmuted, guided home, invited, allowed to move forward onto the next realms. Healing, clearing all those stuck energies. If you feel the need to move, use your hands, or if you have feathers or smudge sticks to help cleanse the energy within and around you. Eyalayata, eyata, hayata, wayale, yata, yalayeya. Inviting all those energies to now move on from this planet. Unless, of course, it's for their own divine purpose to stay. But it is now allowed and welcome and invited for them to leave the stratosphere of this earth and move on to be welcomed back into the angelic realms and the divinity that they came from. Hayate ya 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 hayate ya ya hayate ya ya hayate ya hayate ya hayate ya hayate ya hayate Coming back to the here now and this present body. We're going to invite all those energies that were now cleared to be replaced with our own divine sovereign source, soul essence, higher self, highest being, highest energies, the divinity that we are, our own divine genome. Our own divine soul essence, our own divine helix DNA, our own divine blueprint for thriving in this earthly reality. Own divine blueprint for health and well-being, for living in peace and harmony on and with this earth, for living in right relationship with ourselves, with the divine, with the earth beneath our feet, with this beautiful motherly being that is our planet home right now, right here, right now, that feeds and nourishes us on every level of our being. And welcoming in the divine mother source of all that is. Inviting the Marys to help us feel regenerated, rejuvenated with divine healing, golden light. St. Francis of Assisi is also here with his divine electric purple light to cleanse and clear any remnants still left behind from this clearing. Hoya te anamea heya no ia te ano enamo aleata heya no yanamo It is time, my friends, to bring the joy back in. It's time, my friends, to bring the joy back in. It's time, my friends, to bring back in all the love, the healing light, the happiness, the delights of being alive here on this earth, living, breathing in delight. It is time, my friends, to bring back the real earth, the new earth, the golden age that we have come for, with divine healing lights, nourishing, grounding, healing energies, welcoming them into your body to replace all the things that we've just released, all the timelines. May this all be done through all directions of time and space, all realities, dimensions, lifetimes, timelines, realities, matrices and beyond, planes of existence, everything that ever was, is, or ever will be, everything you and I have ever been or ever will be. So be it, so be it, so be it, grounded into every cell in our body, every atom, every spark of energy that we are. And grounding this into deep, deep, deep into the earth, into Sophia Gaia Mother Earth, connecting it to the ley lines, the grid lines, sacred sites, the power sites. So be it, so be it. It is done. Aho, aho, aho. Thank you, thank you, thank you. By the power of 3, Divine, Sacred, Perfect Trinity, so be it. It's done. Aho. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Taking some deep breaths deep into the belly. Thanking this drum for its heartbeats. Coming back to the here and now, to the sacred body, your own body. Coming back to your feet, to their connection to the earth or the ground beneath you. Coming back to the knowing, your own inner divine sacred knowing that you are here with a purpose and a mission, and you are able to create in you in every single moment. Knowing and remember this as much as you can every single day. Every moment that feels a little bit jarring, may you remember this, that you are free to create in you. Thank you, so be it. It is done. Thank you all so much for your presence on this journey, this very potent journey. Thank you for, by assisting this journey, you are doing your own inner healing work, which ultimately helps our planet heal. So thank you, so be it. It is done. Thank you. I'm going to leave you with that. I feel it's time to close this particular portal, knowing I have another evening event here in Australia. And if you felt moved by this in any way, I would love to hear your feedback. We'd love to connect and hear from you. And wherever in the world you may be, wherever you may be on your own healing journey, I am sending you much love and blessings. And happy solstice. Winter solstice for those of us in Australia. Summer solstice up in the north. Much love.